Twix Sugar Cookies. An inspiration that I got from my favorite cookie company, Crumbl. But I'm going to make my own Twix cookies. It's real simple to make Twix cookies. So, you're going to need some Twix cookies to make this delicious cookie. So right now, I'm going to go over the ingredients, and then I'm going to show you how easy it is to make homemade Twix sugar cookies. So here are the ingredients. We'll start with our garnish. You're going to need some caramel. Now I made homemade caramel by taking 2 cans of sweetened condensed milk, and I boiled them for about 3 hours. So that gives you a great homemade caramel. You could also melt some caramels or make your own caramel, but the sweetened condensed milk is a great caramel. Now, for our garnish, you're going to need a pack of Twix. Twix is going to go right on top of the caramel. Now, for the cookie itself, you are going to need 1 cup of butter, which is 2 sticks. In here, I've got my dry ingredients, which is 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of baking soda, a half teaspoon of baking powder, and in the stand mixer already, I've got my 1.5 cups of white sugar and a little bit of brown sugar I've added. And you're also going to need 1 egg. That's how simple the recipe is. Now, you're also going to want to buy a small bag of Twix, and you're going to want to chop them up like this. Alright? These are going to go inside the cookie dough, and then we're going to bake these cookies. So, let's go ahead and get started and make our easy yet delicious Twix sugar cookies. So, we're also going to need a cookie scoop, some baking sheets, which I have right here, and some parchment paper. Now comes the fun part. We head over to our KitchenAid stand mixer and make the cookies. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to make our Twix sugar cookies. In my stand mixer, I've got my 1.5 cups of white sugar, and I also added about a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. You don't have to add brown sugar if you don't want to. Now we're going to take our butter here. We're going to put our 1 cup of butter, which is 2 sticks, in our stand mixer. And let's get that in there. And now we're going to turn our stand mixer on and mix this for about 2 or 3 minutes until it is well combined. So right now what we're doing is called the creaming method. We're creaming the butter and sugar together until it's nice and combined. And you're going to see how simple and quick it is to make this recipe. Alright, so you're going to want to scrape down the sides to make sure everything is well distributed. Perfect. Alright, so now we're going to take our egg and we're going to incorporate it. And we're also going to add in some vanilla flavoring. We'll give it one more sprinkle down, and then we're ready to add our dry ingredients. Alright, so I'm going to go get my dry ingredients, and we'll slowly add in our dry ingredients, our flour, our baking soda, and our baking powder. Get all of that in there. Now you could also add Kit Kats, Reese's, Butterfinger, any kind of chocolate will work for this. And if you're going to do Reese's, you could add peanut butter, etc. But I'm making Twix because Twix is one of my favorite chocolates. Alright, this dough is ready to go. Perfect consistency. This is exactly what we're looking for. So now we're just going to get it all off our paddle attachment here. And we're going to give it a good scrape, and then we'll add in our chocolate, which is chopped up Twix, and we're ready to scoop and bake this dough. It is perfect so far. Make sure it's all nice and combined. All right. And now we're going to add our chopped Twix into our dough. So in goes all of our chopped Twix. And now we'll just give this a good stir until it's all combined. And all the Twix is combined with the cookie dough. Alright, perfect. We're ready to bake our Twix cookies. So let me give you a good look at what the dough looks like. Let me show you it. Beautiful dough, right? So let's go ahead and scoop and bake them. They are going to bake for about 10 to 11 minutes. So here is our beautiful cookie dough. It looks great, right? Beautiful. Alright, so I've got a parchment lined baking sheet here. And now we're just going to scoop our cookie dough and we're going to bake our Twix cookies at a 350-degree oven for 8 to 10 minutes. Probably close to 11 minutes with my oven, but each oven is different. So we take a nice size scoop like that. Press it down just a little bit. And these are going to rise a little bit because they have baking soda and baking powder in them. So these are going to be great cookies because they've got Twix inside them. And then when they cool down after the oven, we're going to put some caramel on top of them. And then another whole Twix as a garnish. So these are going to be very, very delicious. These look good already, don't they? Beautiful. You can make them as big or as small as you like. We'll do a couple more on this tray. Beautiful cookie dough right there. This is a drop sugar cookie, so you can form it any way you like. I just like to make sure they're nice and uniform, which is why I'm shaping them with my hands. And don't worry, I wash my hands. Beautiful. Alright, perfect. So now we're just going to put this in an oven for 350 degrees for about 8 to 11 minutes. Here are the delicious Twix cookies before they go into the oven. They look absolutely good, don't they? Alright, into the oven these delicious Twix cookies go. Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
So this is about 4 minutes into the bacon and they're coming out really, really nice. This is a perfect Twix cookie recipe. So these bad boys just came out of the oven. We're going to let them cool for about 8 to 10 minutes, and then we're going to top them with this delicious caramel right here, and then we're going to put our garnished Twix on them, and then we'll give them a try. So let's let them cool for a little while. Alright, so it's time to finish our Twix cookies. Here they are, nice and cooled. So we've got our caramel right here that we're going to drizzle on top of them. It's nice and spreadable now. And then we've also got our chopped Twix that we're going to put on top of our cookies. So we're just going to take one of our cookies here, and we're going to take some of this delicious caramel and just drizzle it on top, or let it fall, and then we're going to spread it. Beautiful. That's perfect. We'll do another one, just like that, and just spread it with the back of a spoon. You don't have to put too much on there, just enough so that the Twix can rest on top. And then another one. Beautiful. And then once we're finished with this, we have to let it cool for about another 5 or 6 minutes or so, then you're ready to serve. But for best results, you can leave them out and let them harden for 4 or 5 hours if you want. These are great for a party, these are great for an occasional treat, or to give away as a gift. Or they're just great just to have, if you're a sweet tooth lover like I am. Alright. So we'll just do this tray together and I'll do the rest after. So this recipe made about 19 cookies. So if you were to make them smaller, I think you would get more. But I just did this as a demonstration, so I wasn't really looking to make a whole lot. But if you want more cookies, just make them smaller. So I'm going to have some extra caramel. We could use that for ice cream or something. Beautiful. Alright, we're going to spread this one. Alright, so now we're going to take our candy, our Twix, and we're going to put them on top. So we'll take a full Twix bar and put it right here. And then we'll do one here. And then we'll do one here. We'll fit one here. There we go. Beautiful cookies. All right. Okay. And there we have it. There is our delicious Twix cookies. A Chef Alex creation after I got inspiration from Crumbl. Doesn't that look delicious? So thank you for watching. I'm going to let these cool for about 10 minutes and then I'll give it a try with all you guys. And here are our finished products. Chef Alex's homemade Twix cookies. Doesn't that look delicious? It looks amazing. So now we're going to let it sit for another 10 minutes or so, and then we can give it a try. It looks delicious, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, it's time to give my homemade Twix cookies a try. Wow, it's really good. It's a messy cookie, but it's delicious. So I hope you give this recipe a try. And it's the perfect recipe to start the 9-year YouTube anniversary. 10 out of 10. I love this recipe.